welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rafi, and today I'm doing a little recap of my 4th semester at Berklee College of Music. I'm officially done with my 2nd year at Berklee, which is crazy. I still remember the day that I opened my decision letter with my family and some of my best friends, and it really doesn't feel like that long ago, but also it feels like years ago. I mean, it was 2 years ago, but it feels like it's been 10 years. I've definitely changed a lot over the last 2 years, and I've had my fair share of highs and lows at the school too. So that brings us to the most recent semester, which was 4th semester, the spring 2024 semester, and this was actually my favorite semester so far. I mean, obviously aside from freshman year, like first semester when everything's new and you're still running on the high of just getting to college and the energy was very different, I just think that this semester was the most peaceful so far, and I've found like that inner happiness wise and happiness regarding myself wise, this was probably the best semester I've had so far. I think a huge factor was just that I learned to say no to things a little bit more. In 3rd semester, I definitely bit off way more than I could chew, and yeah, this semester was really great. I think I found that perfect balance that I myself function best at. I was able to balance my personal life and my school life pretty well, and I think that it was just a very fulfilling one. So let me walk you through it and walk myself through it because I kind of don't really remember much. So much has happened, so I can't really remember every single thing, but I have my camera roll to help me out, so I'm gonna go through it and tell you about how my semester went. So obviously it started off in January. We gotta scroll all the way back. So basically I got to the airport and then I went home, and my roommate had cooked us dinner and we were gonna watch Boy Meets World on our TV in the living room together. We love to do that. So it was just so sweet, and then she posted a little TikTok after where she showed everything that she did to prepare for my arrival. It was just so cute and sweet, and I love her so much. And then I think for the few days before school started, I just hung out with a few friends and tried my best to start adjusting to the time zone again. And then school started, of course. On January 26th, we went to Mari's surprise birthday party. I was also watching a lot of Grey's Anatomy because my roommate told me to watch it. And this played out throughout the entire semester. And I'm really sad because now that I'm back in the Philippines, we don't have it. I only have Netflix. I don't really have any other streaming platforms, and they don't have it on there, so I'm itching to get back on it when I'm somewhere else, I guess. On January 31st, I just think this is really funny. Brianna and I were having dinner together and we bought mochi.
Our calculations, the larger your time will consume a full 6 weeks before you're done. It's impossible.
No, actually, we haven't said a word.
Wait.
What? Pause, go back.
I've been watching videos of matcha.
Oh my god!
What?
It's so good.
It's like so creamy.
Unbeatable.
It was so good. I kind of think about this mochi every so often because it was so good. This semester I had to bring my guitar to school every Thursday, and I really did just feel like a pregnant woman. I bring my backpack, which I already pack everything in. I love to bring my whole life with me because I live like a 15-minute train ride away from school, so I never want to feel like I'm forgetting anything, so I bring everything that I possibly can in my backpack, which is already so heavy, which sits in front of me like a baby, and then I have this weight on my back as well because I'm carrying my guitar. But it was fun, and I really liked having that guitar lab for the semester, even though I struggled a little bit. I learned a lot, and that's what's important. On February 2nd, I went ice skating with Adia and Aaron. And then on February 3rd, I had this little Galentine's celebration with some of the people from the Madonna cast. If you watched my previous semester update, you would know what show this is. Oh, this is adorable. We had all these little snacks that Shannon made and just different kinds of food in general. And we watched some music videos and just like listened to good music. And we like all sat on the ground and on the couch and sang together. And then on February 4th, I bought my tickets to the Ryan Beatty concert. And then I also found out that day that there was an audition opportunity for the CWP's Disney show. And then I think over the next few weeks I just had a few writing sessions and recording sessions, especially because I took a songwriting class for this semester. And then on the 6th I went to Amelia's birthday party, and on February 8th we had a little girls' night dinner with Katie and Kate, we meaning me and Ray. This was so fun, just a bunch of story times. And then that weekend we went to 2 Valentine's parties. That was a really fun weekend now that I think about it. And then on February 10th I also did background vocals for Lauren's gig at One Roof Sessions. This was just very wholesome and fun. I love singing with Natalie and Lauren. And it was a very intimate venue, and for some reason, I just struggle more with smaller audiences. I can totally do like a 1,000 person audience if I can't see them, but if I'm in this tiny room with just a few people, I can feel their eyes on me, and it's just like, I don't know, I felt so much pressure. But it was also just so fun because I was singing with my friends. And then that Sunday was Super Bowl Sunday, so we watched that. And then I shot Adia's cover for her single. We went to the Revere Beach and just took a bunch of photos there. And then on Valentine's Day, I came across my friend Toby in 7-Eleven and found out that I was on the position description flyer thing for Berklee's president. It was a picture of me from the Madonna show back in December. I just thought it was really funny, and I used it to make a joke on a post to promote a show saying that I was Berklee's new president. But anyways, I was actually at the 7-Eleven grabbing a protein bar or like a snack or something to eat because I hadn't eaten lunch that day and I had no time before going to the Record Co. because I had a session with my band playing on my EP. This was really fun and memorable because I just really enjoy playing my songs with a full band, but also this was really just like the beginning of the whole process of production and the actual creation of the EP, so this was just so exciting for me. The next day we had another girls' night with Kate and Katie, and I tried Peeps for the first time.
I'm going to try Peeps.
Peeps time. Cheers.
To me, it's just such an American thing, and I thought it was so fun. And then on February 17th, we had my birthday party for my 20th birthday. This was really fun. I have a vlog on this, and then I just celebrated with all my friends, and it was so fun, and I loved it so much. I just felt so happy celebrating with these people that I loved. Wow, we are only halfway through February. Oh, and I also went out on my birthday, and I just walked around, and I even went to Prudential Center, and I just asked random people to write in my little journal that Mari gave me for my birthday, and they gave such sweet messages. I'm like looking at some of these pictures and I don't even really remember what they are anymore. Okay, February 23rd, I performed with Coco because she asked me and Katie to do background vocals on one of her songs. And on on February 24th, Sophia and I went fratting together. This was just like funny. It was a very college experience, I feel. It was fun. I don't really have much to say about it. And then on February 28th, I watched Ryan Beatty live. I love him so much. He's just such an awesome songwriter, and personally, I just thought that the show was such a surreal experience. It was beautiful. I felt everything in my soul, and it just spoke to me. I loved it so much. I'm not even joking. 3 songs in, I was already crying. What is next? What is next? March 2nd, I had a gig at the Burn, and this was so fun. I really did like this gig. It was just so comfortable.
I'll be the first to say that I was wrong. Okay, Berklee.
I think maybe because most of the people in the audience and performing were people that I knew. On March 3rd, I hung out with Natalie, and the reason why I want to mention this specific hangout was because I thought it was so funny. Natalie's like one of my best friends ever, and I really appreciate how I can always go to her and hang out with her even on my most off days. And this was definitely one of those off days. I don't know what was in the air. Maybe it was because it was approaching that time in the semester where I start to get a little bit tired. Like the workload gets a little heavier, and then I feel kind of like I'm spacing out a lot. But this day was just so fun, and I love Natalie so much. Oh, on March 3rd, I also hit 250,000 followers on TikTok, so that's pretty cool. On March 7th, I recorded some background vocals for Mari. Oh wait, no, not the 7th, the 6th, because it kind of just went through till a little bit after midnight, which is why I said March 7th. But on March 7th, I watched the Lady Gaga and Tony Bennett show, and I was there to support my friends who were in it. And after that, I went over to some friends, and we waited for Ariana Grande's album to drop, and when it did, my world was healed. So of course, I was just doing school and rehearsing for a bunch of different things like the BPSA CAF show and the Disney Reimagined show. I'm honestly not sure when I found out about getting into Disney. It was probably a really long time ago, like maybe a week after the audition or something. I can't remember. but I was assigned a song that I already knew and really loved, so it was so easy breezy and I loved it so much. It was so fun every time I went to rehearsal and just sang my heart out. On March 10th, we had a bigger girls' night where we invited a lot more people. It was just hilarious and so fun. The number of times I'm gonna say so fun in this video is actually crazy. Oh my god, I love this one. Oh, I'm excited to talk about this one. On March 11th, 9:24 p.m. or a few minutes before 9:24 p.m. I'm sitting on my couch. I was doing homework, I had the TV on. As I'm writing, doing my homework on the couch, I see in my peripheral vision just like a black thing move. And I look and I'm like, oh my god, it's a cockroach. And then I realize that it's so much bigger than it should be. And I'm scared. First of all, I already don't do well with cockroaches because I'm afraid that if it's one that flies, it's gonna fly right at me. So I'm sitting on the couch and I put down my homework and I'm like, Ray? But when I say that, the thing turns around and runs back behind the TV. And I see that it has a tail. And that's when I realized that it was not a cockroach, it was a mouse. And so that's obviously when I really did call for my roommate. I was like, Ray, there's a mouse, I swear it's a mouse. And this was hilarious.
It was there. I swear it was. I don't know, okay? But I well, when I said Brianna, it ran away.
How did it get in here?
Pause.
Wait, what are you doing? It's gonna attack me. It's not gonna attack me, it's a mouse.
I'm literally running away.
Oh my god, wait, did you see something? Oh my god! We found it! Now he's gone again. Wait.
I have bigger problems right now.
No, we're gonna go in with the spatula.
No!
Look at him. Oh my god.
The whole experience of trying to catch it was crazy. Eventually, after like an hour or so, we caught it and we let it free outside. And then more school, more rehearsing. Oh, this is actually such a cute clip of me and my band rehearsing for a gig. Our friends talk about you, all it does is just tear me down. And then March 14th, which was, I think, maybe the Thursday of midterms week, I had my harmony midterm, guitar lab midterm, and a gig in the nighttime. It was at the Loft, and this was one of my favorite gigs that I've ever done, just because, I don't know, the audience was great, and the band was very locked in, and we were there. And then on March 16th, we flew to California for spring break, which is also one of my favorite vlogs and you should watch it. This trip is 100% one of my core memories in life. I don't know if I should go into this like in depth right now. You can watch the vlog. It's so crazy and it's a different experience when you get to go see your friends like childhood homes, because I guess just seeing the area that they grew up in and their home kind of feels like it gives more context to who they are, and you just feel like you have a better understanding of where they came from, and it's just a really nice experience. But yeah, I'm grateful that I got to see Mari's life a little bit. And then we flew back to Boston, and on March 21st I waitressed for Rihanna and Ryan's anniversary dinner that Kate cooked for. Yeah, I just kind of finished off spring break by hanging out with a bunch of my friends, whether it was just hanging out in general or seeing them play live or doing little arts and crafts together. And then we went back to the normal lifestyle, so again there was school and rehearsing for a bunch of different things and gigs. Oh my gosh, and then my cousin who was working as a flight attendant came to Boston to visit, literally for just like 24 hours, not even 24 hours. But I did my very best to show her around and let her see as much as possible in the time that we had. And then on March 30th we had the BPSA CAF show. The BPSA, by the way, is the Berklee Philippine Student Association. This was really fun. We even had the little Catriona Gray ear cuffs. I just really love this experience because I really felt like I was connecting again with my culture and my roots. I got to sing on a few songs on this, but my number that was like actually assigned to me was Pagtingin by Ben and Ben. And then after that there was a whole after party and we just had so much fun. There were so many of us that just like went to Taco Bell all together, and it was my first time trying Taco Bell in America. It was alright. It was pretty good. It was like not, it wasn't anything special. And then, yeah, again, school, rehearsing, you know the gist. And then on April 3rd, I performed with Coco again for her gig at the Loft. And on April 4th, we went to Katie's birthday party. And then on April 5th, I got my ticket to the Career Jam 2024 keynote speaker. Phineas and Ash were gonna talk, so I was so excited about this. People were literally stood outside in line for so long. We got there pretty early, so we were able to get good seats. But this talk was just so great and inspiring and motivating for me personally. I think that they said a lot of things that really resonated with me in general, and I found myself leaving the talk feeling very inspired and enlightened. I think we had another girls' night. I believe that's what this is.
I want to
And then on April 6th, I went to see some friends perform. This was Joanna, Sky, and Marin. They are so incredible. You should definitely check them out if you can.
I know it's just us.
Not only are they talented, but they are extremely sweet and kind-hearted people. And then on April 8th, there was the solar eclipse. So around like 3:30 p.m. everybody was outside, and people were kind enough to lend us some glasses to see the eclipse. It was so cute though to see everybody gathered around. And then of course there was just a lot of recording, especially for the instrumental aspect of my EP. On April 12th, I went to 2 birthday parties. And on April 13th, I went to see some of my friends perform at Secret Island. And after that performance, we went to a frat. And on the 15th of April, it was the Boston Marathon. So I hung out with Leslie and David, and we recorded a little cover together at the Commons. Or not the Commons, the Public Garden. And at this point, it was pretty decent in terms of the weather, so it was so fun just getting ice cream and not having to layer up. Just a very chill day. And then on April 18th, I performed at the BPC for the CWP's Disney show. I love this performance so much. I think the song that was assigned to me, which was Reflection from Mulan, I think it just has a very special place in my heart, especially because originally Lea Salonga sang it. She's a very well-established and talented Filipina singer. I grew up being told that I was going to be just like her. And although the path as like a theater actress and artistic vision in general isn't exactly what I want, I grew up really looking up to her. And it was just a very like full circle moment for me. I was so happy to be singing this song, and because of that, I think it really showed up in my performance. It was the least anxiety that I had ever felt for a performance. Of course, I was still nervous because I wanted to do well, but other than that, I really wasn't nervous about anything else. And if anything, I think I believed in myself a lot more than usual. So it was a great performance. I loved it so much, and people were so kind afterwards. They told me a lot of good things and good comments in general, and it was just very reassuring for me. And I think the show in general was so wholesome, and everybody in the cast was so nice. So it was just a really positive experience. After that, there was just a lot of schoolwork again. We were getting closer and closer to finals, so I was also just hanging out with my friends as much as possible since next semester I'm going to be in Spain and I'm not going to see them for so long. On April 20th, Natalie and I went to watch a One Roof show, and it was just such a funny night because after the show we went back home just to like recollect ourselves before going out to party, and the rest of the night was so funny. It was definitely one of my favorite nights in the semester as well.
I would only be your way. So I
Go! Guys, tell us what we should do. Comment down below. Chat, we decided we're exhausted, so we're going home. In this egg.
And then Amir and I started to record my lead vocals for the EP. And of course, background vocals came in after as well. And then I just hung out with friends again, whether it was just like hanging out or dancing or recording covers. It was all a really great time. On April 26th, I ushered for the Benny Blanco event. April 28th was genuinely one of the best days ever. In the morning, I went to have coffee with Toby, and then after that, I had a recording session, and then after that, we went to a baseball game. It was just a very happy day, and I loved it so much. And then we were approaching finals, finals, so I was definitely just like on my grind with schoolwork and also just hanging out with my friends. On May 1st, we had our last girls' night with Katie and Kate for the semester. And so it was finals week, and obviously I just tried my best to get through that. So on May 3rd, we had a little going away party, kind of, or end of the year party. This was the Friday before finals week, and this was just really fun. We bought a bunch of glow-in-the-dark stuff, and most of our friends were able to make it. A lot of them weren't, but it's okay. We had such a fun time, and we'll see everybody again. And then, of course, finals week came, and I just tried my best to get through that. I did pretty well, actually. This was probably the most chill finals week I've had. Well, obviously it wasn't very chill, but mentally I was good. I wasn't stressing myself out more than I should have. I just took it day by day, one thing at a time, and before I even knew it, it was over. So once finals was over, I just tried my best to see everybody as much as possible, and that Thursday, Rihanna had already left, and let me tell you, I was not doing well.
Hey you guys. Am I crying? No, I'm not crying. I'm not crying. Who's crying? She's gone. But now I'm panicking because I have so many friends that I'm not gonna see for 9 months. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. What the F? What the F? What the F? What the F? What the F?
I was just very emotional about not being able to see my friends for a really long time because genuinely Boston it has become my home. I really do love my friends there so much. Not that I don't have friends here, obviously I have friends here, but it's just like that's kind of where I'm doing what I want to be doing. And I love living in my little apartment with my roommate who also happens to be like my best friend, wife, husband, daughter, whatever you want. She's like everything to me, and just all my friends in general are everything to me. And again, because it was a good semester, I was just like very happy about it, and I didn't want to leave yet. But all good things come to an end, and more good things will happen. So I just did my best to again spend as much time as I could with all my friends who were still in the city. I went to a few different hangouts and parties and whatever. On May 11th, Sophia and I went to the museum together. On May 12th, we went to a party. Oh, and earlier that day, I went to the Boston Public Library because I kind of had like just an alone time, me time day where I went to a few different places that I wanted to visit before leaving Boston for 9 months. And the public library was one of the places that I wanted to go to, so I went to go read a book, and once I got there, I literally sat down at this table in like the courtyard area, and these two people came up to me and said, "Hey, you're really pretty, do you mind if we take pictures of you? We're photographers." And I was like, obviously. So basically I was just like, yes, absolutely, that's so sweet, thank you so much. And so they took the photos and they sent it to me, and they just were really cool. On May 13th, I hung out with Aiden, and I also attempted to send a box back to the Philippines, not knowing how much it would cost. It was a pretty big box, I understand that, but I didn't think that it would cost a minimum of $1,400. So I ended up just sending that box to Rihanna in New Jersey. And you know, I can live 9 months without those things. I'll figure it out.
Hey guys.
Hey!
My arm is shaking.
Me too, I was like holding this.
Okay, anyways, we're bringing the KRKs that Aiden is gonna house for 9 months to
Yay!
his place now.
And then later that day, I went to the docks area by the Charles River with my friend Daniele, and we bought strawberries and little mini chocolate croissants. Strawberries and kiwi. And it was just so sweet and fun. We just like talked and chilled and had such a great time. And it was so warm, extremely warm actually that day.
Hey guys! We are currently at the docks and it's just perfect. Thoughts?
Berklee's done for now. That is
Spring
good.
semester's over.
We're gonna have our mental break, and then you're gonna experience the best Europe
I
ever.
will. I'm so excited.
And then after that, I went to Amir's goodbye barbecue event. So we were on the rooftop and the view was beautiful. It was gorgeous. You could see the Boston skyline. It was such a wholesome and just like great way to end my stay in Boston. For now. Ending my stay for now. Yeah, they cooked burgers and we all just ate on the rooftop, and then after that we went downstairs to the fire pit where we had s'mores. Like, it was so cute. We were just roasting marshmallows and talking about a lot of different things, and I was just surrounded by very like-minded people, so it was a good place to be, and I just felt very inspired, and it felt like I was literally having like a semester like recap or breakdown with all these people, and just talking about life and where we're going was very healing and replenishing. healing for my soul and just me in general. And then the next day I had one last recording session with Amir, and then I went on a little flower picking walk with Sophia, and then I recorded a little cover with Edward, and then I just went home to pack up the rest of my things because the next day I was gonna fly back to the Philippines. And that is what I did. The next day I packed everything up, I got the apartment ready for all the subletters to move in. It was a very weird feeling because this apartment has really become my home and I genuinely do have like an attachment to it. Obviously it has become a familiar place and it's a little bit hard to leave. I was kind of having a difficult time throughout this week emotionally because again, I love Boston and all the people there so much. And I'm so excited to be in Spain and to be with my friends there and to make new friends and experience everything there, but I definitely will miss Boston for the 9 months that I won't be there. But yeah, and then I flew home to Manila and that's where the semester ends. Crazy, crazy, crazy. We're halfway through my entire college journey now. I don't even want to think about that. That's weird. Anyways, you guys, that was my 4th semester at Berklee, aka the end of my 2nd year. I'm now an incoming junior. This was probably my favorite semester so far, and I really hope that you enjoyed hearing about it, and I hope that you stick around for future videos and future recaps. And if you haven't seen them already, you can also check out my previous semester recap videos, and I've got a few vlogs out on school life in general and my life outside school as well if you want to check that out. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, especially if you made it this far. If you did make it this far, make sure to comment this. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!